Good morning, conference. I will be visiting 2 different towns in the southeast of England to see what people in this part of the UK think about appraisal and revalidation of doctors. This is Cambridge, home of the world-famous university, carols in King's College Chapel and punting on the river. Cambridge is a compact cosmopolitan city with outstanding architecture, old and new. It is home to approximately 15 GP surgeries, Addenbrooke's Hospital, and close by to Papworth, the UK's largest specialist cardiothoracic hospital. The population of Cambridge is estimated at 126,000. The City Council is under Liberal Democratic control. Unemployment rate is 2.5, half the national average. Let's find out what the people here think.
That's a very good question.
A good listener, and one that's got a little bit more time than the 10 minutes allocated.
Knowing enough about medicine's always good, which they don't always seem to.
I think a good doctor is someone who can look you in the eye for a start.
I think education is very important. I think a good bedside manner, I think, is really important. Somebody who has compassion.
Open-mindedness for a start, because we don't always want to have medications. I use alternative medicine very much.
Have you heard anything about the revalidation of doctors?
No.
No, not at all. It's first I've heard of it.
No.
No, I haven't really.
I haven't.
Yes, I think I have on the radio, on the news.
Do you know what it is?
Well, you know, obviously, like they're asked to take a kind of exam every 10 years, maybe.
No, definitely.
Yes, I have.
Tell me what you know about the process.
Just that they're going to be more closely monitored and that doctors are going to be checked more frequently.
Have you heard anything about the revalidation of doctors?
No.
Right. It's a process to safeguard patients and to make sure doctors are safe to carry on practicing. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. There was a really bad case in the press recently with the German doctor, and I think that maybe he'd slipped through the net clearly, and I think that's a great idea, yeah, absolutely.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Have you any idea how that could be done?
No.
I suppose there must be some kind of governing body. I would have thought that they would have been responsible for it.
I think customer feedback would be a good start.
I think patients should be able to assess the care they've received, although of course that is subjective.
Possibly sit in on interviews with patients.
They should sit some kind of exam at some point, some years after they've qualified. Maybe, no, I actually don't know, but maybe like taking a test once in 10 years or so.
I am now about 35 miles away at Harlow in Essex. Harlow is both one of the most modern and oldest settlements in England. Old Harlow has been around for centuries and was mentioned in the Domesday Book, while the master plan for Harlow Newtown was drawn up in 1947. It is one of the original new towns designed by the world-renowned architect Sir Frederick Gibbard, a vibrant community with a population of around 78,000. Harlow has 7 health centres with doctors, dentists and a district nurse all under the same roof. The council is under Conservative control. Unemployment is 5.3, equal to the national average. Let's find out what the people here think. Could you tell me what you think of the qualities of a good doctor?
Well, you like to have a doctor that you've had for years, you know, like a family doctor, someone that they all see.
Someone that you trust.
Someone you can trust.
Patience, understanding and listening.
One that looks after you when you're in your surgery.
Someone who actually understands what you want, actually listens to you and actually shows empathy towards what you actually feel. Someone that actually gives you good advice.
Someone who's understanding, patient-wise, obviously, who listens, talks and don't rush you out the door like some of them do.
Oh gosh, well, time to see you, not in a rush.
And have you heard anything about the appraisal and validation of doctors? No.
No. No.
I haven't.
Can't say I have.
No.
Okay. It's a process whereby doctors will need to demonstrate that they're safe and are fit to continue practicing. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I hope so.
That's a good idea.
I think it would be a good idea, yeah.
Very good idea.
concerning, you know, what's been in the news recently about certain doctors
Yeah,
and
certain doctors having, you know, that woman
giving
dying.
the wrong injections and things like that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea because they deal with people's lives, isn't it?
Have you got any idea on how you think they might do those assessments?
I don't, never thought about it. It's all new to me. But, I'm sure it'll be a good idea because they need to be checked up on every now and then because you hear of, like that German doctor that came over and killed that poor chap with a big injection.
If you think that's a good idea, how do you think it could happen? How could they be assessed?
I suppose would you have some sort of governing body that, you know, that.
Maybe we should ask the patients. Well, I think you need younger doctors in practices, a good mix. So if you've got the older doctor, make sure you've got some younger doctors in there that have got a different attitude and see if the older doctors can actually look and listen to the younger doctors.
There needs to be some external checks.
Do you think perhaps there should be colleague assessments or patient input or reviews into the drugs that they issue?
There should be patient input, I think, because they're the ones that are being dealt with by the doctors.
I think they should ask the patients more of what we want from them.
For example, another doctor in the same sort of practice is going to be able to tell whether or not they are up to the mark or not.
Probably just speaking to the patients, really.
Patient surveys?
Patient surveys, getting their opinions.
I don't know that it should just be down to patient, really, because a patient might have a bad experience and really sort of slam everything and not really evaluate in a reasonable way. Or the opposite, the converse, you know, really good experience and everything's wonderful.
Well, there you have the views of the people of Cambridge and Harlow. I hope we've generated some ideas and highlighted some issues to help kickstart your conference. Enjoy your time.